Hey everybody, G-Man here, and I am working back on my clear cleanup suit sluice. If you remember, I had the my Dream Mat, adventure sluice here, flared, all that. Well, I did it with a resin, and let me see if I can find you. Here it is. I did it with this. Tried to seal it together with G Mama's UV resin. Didn't work too well. Kind of flimsy. And I know a lot of you that were probably watching it was going, yeah, dummy, why didn't you just weld it together? Well, I did it. And I've taken, as you can see, two pieces here, and they are welded together. That is very strong. My side walls, very strong. These are the pieces for the flare sides. Again, very strong. As you can see here, I've got the back wall with my framing clamps in place, doing that, letting it dry. I built a 3-level kind of ramp up. That's the height of the Dream Mat, so the water will flow over and smooth out before it gets to the Dream Mat there. Bloop, 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 all that good stuff there. But now I want to show you how I'm welding this together, because this was pretty cool. So I got a couple spare pieces right here, just nothing special, just acrylic. I cleaned all the old liquid resin, UV resin, off of it, but they're relatively smooth on both sides. I said relatively. That one still has a little bit of resin on it. Felt it when I rubbed my finger on it. There we go. A little bit right there too still. All right, good enough. Smooth. Smooth. Now, if you just drop acetone onto it, it doesn't do anything. It'll evaporate. It'll just kind of, it does melt it a little bit. You see it's kind of pitting. So it does melt it, right? Wipe it clear, wipe it clean, and you can kind of see where I dropped it at. Ooh, you can't see where I dropped it at. There you go. That spot right there. You can see where I dropped the acetone on it, where it kind of melted it, and I can feel it's a little rough. So what we're going to do, take these two pieces and put them together and then clamp it tight. We don't want any air to get to it as much as possible, and we want to wick as much of this acetone as we can. So watch this. You see how it kind of wicks down through there? I don't know if y'all could see that or not. Let's try again. It's not going to wick now. You know why? It's already full. You saw it drip out the bottom. So now it's full. I'm just going to hold it for a minute, just make sure it all gets in there, and give it a second, and it will do its thing. It's melting the acetone together, or the acetone is melting the acrylic pieces together. And in just a few minutes, you have a nice, tight, well, it didn't quite go yet. I'll leave it for a few more minutes, and we'll come back and check this out. All right, so after you let it sit for a couple of minutes, you come back. Oh, well, okay. I didn't let it go long enough, but you kind of, it's already stuck. Oh, it's already stuck again. There we go. So yeah, pretty cool. Welded together. Need to do a little bit right there. And you can see it suck through it. And there we go. All right, I've got it all glued welded, whatever you want to call it, together. Now we'll just let it sit overnight and let it dry. All right, we are out here the next day. Fingers crossed. Let's see here. All righty. All right. Fix this real quick. A little tab fell off. I don't want to lose none of this, of course. All right, let's take a look. Wow. So far, look at that. So, just so you kind of get an idea. Here. And that's what it's going to look like. I've got to put my angle pieces on, or my side wings. But that's pretty much it. Just like that. Cool. How's it going, everybody? G-Man in the hideout. We're working on that sluice project because it's still just pouring rain outside. So check out what I've done so far. If y'all remember this from earlier, I went ahead and flipped this around. Let's so you can see it. It says accessories. I used to own a computer repair store, and these were some signs on the wall, which is where I've been getting the acrylic from. So I've supported it here. I've supported it here, so it's good and solid. Now I'm going to caulk around the seams, and then I'll let that dry. And then final stages will be to put my water bar in like that, and we'll be ready to go. I'll get that V mat that I got at the hardware store that I'll put in, and we'll be good to go. And a quick update on the clear sluice. It's looking pretty good. It's holding water. I thought I was going to have to caulk around inside here, but it held water. I poured water in there and it held. So I will let that dry out, and then I will put it all together. I'm going to put a top over this, and we'll take it for a test run, but not today because, yeah, not looking good. And then finally, I've got my gutter sluice that I'm working on. I've got the other piece right here that I'll be working on as well. Lots of stuff going on in the hideout today. How's it going, everybody? I am going to try and get this V-mat cut for my gutter sluice. And the first thing I really want to do is kind of square it up. Because as you can see, it's uneven down here compared to up there. All right, I need a new blade. And there, and there. And there's our mark. What the? That's awful. All right, let's go see if it goes in the sluice. All right. So. All right.